Last time on Ruined King.
Before the ruination, the Blessed Isles were a land of beauty and wonder. Surrounded by a magic white mist, the islands were hidden for many ages. Maokai roamed freely, as old as the islands himself. He plunged his roots into a blessed spring deep below the land, growing many saplings with their powerful waters. The land was blanketed by trees, emerald tops as far as the eye could see. The blessed waters nourished all. Then, the humans came. At first, they thrived, though Maokai was wary. For many years, the humans lived peacefully on the island, some even communing with him and being shown the secret of the blessed waters. Many years later, the soldiers came. Maokai sensed something was terribly wrong. They sought the waters of life, having heard rumors of their healing powers. And finally, the ruination. Fueled by greed and pain, these soldiers and their king unleashed a black mist upon the island. In an instant, a massive explosion rolled over the island, and the black mist devoured everything. Maokai absorbed what blessed water he could, but was forced to act. He fought off the shadows, seeking refuge. But now, the Shadow Isles are all that remain. And Maokai holds on to what little hope he can, fighting to push back the mist.
Hola amigos, Ghost here, and today we continue our journey into Ruined King. The team finished exploring the ruinous Rotwoods within the Academy Gardens, and during so completed a side quest they unknowingly accepted. After this, the team moved on to the Grove to hopefully find Ahri and continue their investigation of the Shadow Isles. However, in the Grove, they faced the ancient protector of the Grove, Maokai, who sees them as invaders. A battle ensued, but luckily Ahri arrived to end the hostilities. Ahri and Maokai explained what happened before the ruination from Maokai's perspective, and what must be done to progress through the Shadow Isles. From here, the team convinced Ahri to join them, making the team finally complete. Now, the team plans to travel through the Academy Gardens to uncover the secrets of the Vault of the Giants and the Stone Lake Repository. This is where we continue our journey. Let's do this! Time to head back to the Academy Gardens to complete a side quest, and then we will head either to the graveyard or to the Dreadwoods. So yeah, let's go. I do like how the way she runs. She's always keeping that orb floating like that. Ooh, wait, hold up. I thought that was level 16 for the enemy. Okay, so we're gonna definitely go down here to get that, but I also want to see if we can get to the Vault of the Guardians, so I might try to get to the vault first.
Fortune doesn't favor fools.
Let's see our aura of deception on the this boy.
We make it look easy.
Alright, now we're gonna do debilitating orb, and we will strike at this one. Okay, that was pretty decent. Alright, let's see. We're gonna do Devour on this one. So we're gonna do that.
Point and shoot. Who's next?
Oh, that was good. I know it's gonna be overkill, but I do want to see Spirit Rush for Ahri, so let's see it.
Finally, I can let go.
That's one way to do it.
That was cool. Okay. Oh. Oh shoot. Shit. Oh, I got her. Haha.
Fortune doesn't favor fools.
Oh, that was pretty. Her abilities are pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
Another one down.
You keep searching.
And look at that. A conversation. I wonder if this is because of Ahri.
How did you manage to hide from the Noxians for so long?
Staying out of sight. Making sure that those who did see me didn't tell anyone about it.
Sounds brutal.
It was. For them.
Interesting. Alright, let's see if we can get to the Vault of the Giants first.
We were minding our own business.
Gotcha.
Oh, that was pretty cool. I was gonna do the top boy. Let's do that again.
Another notch on my gun.
Bam.
Top of the food chain.
Ooh, another choker. Alright. Shouldn't be able... We should be able to get up here without... Oh, one more fight. I forget this guy existed.
Hunted. Meet the hunter.
We already have almost 9 again. That... Yes, that one... Rune Mastery helps so much. We're going to heal, yeah, let's do that.
How generous. Back to it.
Don't need to use our ultimate. They're too weak. Oh, the others leveled up. to 17. Illaoi gets 1 upgrade point. It has tier 3 upgrades for Tentacle Smash, Tentacle Barrier, and Taunt. Wow. For being level 17, Illaoi now has 1815 health, 182 stamina, 162 attack power, 90 physical defense, and 263 magic defense. For Yasuo, he gets 1 upgrade point. He gets tier 3 upgrades for Steel Tempest, Wind Wall, and Eye of the Wind. For being level 17, he has 1170 health, 117 stamina, 237 attack power, 94 physical defense, and 85 magic defense. For Braum, of course, he also gets an upgrade point, and he gets tier 3 upgrades for Concussive Blow, Defend, and Unbreakable. For being level 17, he now has 1,380 health, 138 stamina, 117 attack power, 264 physical defense, and 246 magic defense. Nice. And we'll definitely add those ability points sooner, eventually, since they're not part of the group we're fighting with at the moment. It'll be fine. Ahri finds something familiar about the markings on this door. Have Ahri open the door. Shall we? I knew it. We had to use her to get in here. Oh. This is way different from... Oh, I assume this leads to that tiny piece that's in the Academy Gardens. Okay, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. A series of papers and research notes lay scattered on this table. Read the paper titled Shrouding Mists. Parts of the paper have eroded with time. Some passages stick out as you glance over them. Moving mists, controlled with affinity sequences, can loop in regular patterns. And then, using the animal research, can effectively act as a pseudo-invisibility spell. Interessante. Read the paper titled Animal Research. Much of the paper details failed experiments. However, the researcher gets particularly interested in a rare type of moth that is almost never seen in the wild unless under particular circumstances. And it is for good reason. The moth has ambient dust that perpetually shrouds itself from predators. Fascinating. Let's see, read the paper titled Construct Visibility. This paper chronicles the beginnings of a set of research of constructs in relation to shrouding moth dust. Of course, with this new tool, we must hone our defenses to detect it. Lest our enemies use it against us, so far the results have not been promising. The constructs fail the same way we do in detecting intruders inside the shrouding mists. Fascinating. I wonder if the mist was obviously seems not to be natural. It was something they had to create. What in the hell is that? That is an enemy that we are about to face. Once we get down there. Oh. Do y'all see what I see? That is a level 30 enemy. Okay, we could probably avoid death with them. Maybe. Alright, let's go. Shit, he spotted us. Run. Loot. Be a loot goblin. Be a loot goblin. Oh. No. Oh. Run. I am a loot goblin. I will run away. You will never catch me. Wait, obscuring... So that's what this is for. Obscuring mist is to keep us hidden. I got it. I'm smart. Okay, I didn't have to almost get myself murdered. That is a cool concept, actually. Okay, I'm alive. That's good. Eventually we can come back here and fight these guys. If we want. But no need to risk death currently. So that explains the research that we read earlier. What is that? It is unclear what is so strange about this giant statue of an ancient sage. Upon the party's approach, a small set of runic glyphs appear on the statue's pointing finger, begin to emit a jet of light. What purpose these features serve remains unclear, however. The jet of light does not correspond to anything in the room, and the glyphs signify a random assortment of cardinal and intercardinal directions. The statue faces southeast. We could face it east, west, north, or leave. Let's face it east. Okay, it doesn't do anything. Face it west. Does that do anything? What about north? Okay, I have no idea what. This is a puzzle that we clearly do not have the full knowledge of. Crap, I got spotted. Oop, juke him, juke him. Aha. Oh, there was another teleporter. And another one of those statues. The plaque reads, Magistrate Donovan's Celestial Library. Seekers of knowledge are welcome. Got it. I wonder if we can activate this now because we have Ahri. Let's see. We can! We have the Grove, the Drowned Port Landing, and the Vault of the Giants now. Okay, that's pretty cool. So that means we can backtrack to this location if need be. Where does this lead? Oh. Okay, it leads there. Got it. Temple plate armor. Awesome. Nice to have that. That is an enemy. Oh. Quiet in the library. Okay. Not hostile to us yet, so that's good. We'll talk to them in a moment, but I do want to collect what I can. What the hell is that? That's gonna kill us. Collect that. And what's this? Among the stacks of indecipherable and time-worn books, one stands out. A scroll decorated in the Ionian style, emblazoned with the words Swordmaster's Scroll. Let's take it. A swordsman's scroll. We'll see about that. The scroll is obviously ancient and it uses Ionian characters. The words, however, are complete nonsense, seeming more like a cipher than a legitimate text. This is most likely the Swordmaster's Scroll Kyla was referring to it. However, it seems that only she is able to read it. Who? Swordmaster's Scroll Kyla. I wonder if this is a return to Kyla with a Blade Master Scroll. Interesting. I think we just completed a section of a mission without even realizing it. I seem to be able to do that a lot. Alright. What is this? This device is dormant. An orb rests on a pedestal, but it appears to be inactive. There are 4 uncolored buttons also inactive. Inspect the device. The orb appears transparent at first glance, but nothing appears behind it. There are only hints of smoky wisps dancing within it. The 4 buttons are similarly both transparent and opaque. Their states are probably connected somehow. Activate the device. The chromosphere became active. As the orb floats and animates into being, a singular question entangles your mind. Have you heard of the Song of Eris? It playfully asks. Yes? Changes its color. The chromosphere changes its color to green. What color comes next? We're gonna leave because I disappointed with your answer. Sorry. Okay, I assume we have to read something to learn. Ares, Part 1. In her white bed, Ares awoke. Her family around her soon spoke. You fell again, her mother declared. Be more careful, her father said, scared. Ares touched the swelling on her head, and her fingertips saw red. Beside the blue lake, beneath the trees, she remembered being chased by yellow bees. Her parents fought over what to do, and that overwhelmed Ares, but no one knew. And we have this, Ares Part 2. She looked outside the window glass to find a bird that was sure to pass. She spied a robin, and though its eyes awry Ares flew over green trees and hills to heights she never knew. The robin alighted on a soft piece of ground and gazed at the pink sunset. Clouds strewn all around, back in her room, her parents still shouting, she took respite in her imagination, outing. For in the solace of nature, Iris found no equal. She quietly realized she felt lonely around people. Okay, I think I have an idea now. Activate it. Yes. Red. Blue. Is pleased with your answer. It is the green. Why is it white? Shit. It's not yellow. It's, has to be red. Overjoyed, thank God. Having satisfied the chromosphere's game, it manifests a reward in your hand. Then it just suddenly, as it awakened, it slumbers again, perhaps waiting the next challenger for its game. This is no longer of any use to you. Oh dang, it said fuck off. And we can look at these again. We can, got it. Oh, I see, in her white bed, so okay, that it didn't have to be the color white. This place would crumble without me. Interesting, you say that. First, is there anything new for her? Midnight Ring. A lot more attack power, slightly less crit, slightly less evade, but more haste. Got it. What about this? Amulet of Ascension. 440 more health, 88 stamina. That's actually pretty good. There's also the Chain of the Worthy, but I'm gonna equip it. Ascension's that. Oop, that's not what I'm gonna do. And the Midnight Ring, I think I'm also going to increase. Yeah, there we go. Now with that, let's see. Can we give this Sailor's Amulet? Not that good. For Misfortune, could we? Nah. Yeah, the things we have are pretty decent, so okay, there we go. Let us talk to this person now. The ghastly figure looms over you, but does not look threatening. Yes? How can I help you? Who are you? It's not important who I am. I can't seem to remember anyway. I remember the books I've read and bits and pieces of my life here and there, but nothing more, he says and nods with himself in agreement. You're not attacking me. And why, may I ask, would I? Librarians are not known particularly for their violent nature. I am a lover of knowledge, not a fighter of people, he says. How did you come to be here? That is the question, isn't it? Where we are going, where we have been. Time has made the memories blurry to me, almost like I'm remembering parts of the dream, he says contemplatively. I do remember being outside of the vault when the ruination happened. I was with others, and all of us looked around, saw our bodies. It's as if the entire blessed Isles went to sleep and had the same dream, but it's not really a dream, it's something else, he says. I thought, am I asleep? Am I dead? Am I alive? Nothing really gave me any answers, but the important part was that I could still think, he says, and points to his head. Then I remembered that I was a librarian, and if there is any place with answers, it is a library. So I returned to my place of work, he says. You're a librarian? He smiles with a sense of duty and stands up a little straighter. Yes, it is my honor to be a librarian, he says and beams proudly. Then he snaps back. And if you think you are going to take a book from here and walk away without returning it, you're sorely mistaken. What is this place? This is a celestial library. It is a rather modest one, humble, if you will. It was endowed with funding from Magistrate Donovan. He motions around him. This is his legacy. He was a man of academia. You really love books, don't you? The written word is immortal. You and I are but short blimps in time, but the thoughts transcribed here live on forever, for future generations to rediscover. Then he looks over his shoulder and mutters to himself, if the younger crowd could ever stop buzzing around and listen for a minute. People always make such a big deal about technology, putting information there instead of a book, but a book does not require technology to read. Imagine needing outdated technology to read all the books here. What nonsense, he says. I feel like this is a meta commentary on technology, like phones can't really replace books. And granted, they can't, but granted, books also can eventually fall apart if they aren't kept maintained and stuff. They do age after a long time, but it's interesting. Did you find any answers here? As a librarian can tell you, books have a habit of sprouting legs and walking right out the door. This is why I begged our leader to create a militaristic library branch to hunt down those who steal books and bring them to justice. Okay, Jesus Christ. He calms down, but instead they gave funding to moth researchers. The fools never think of the future. He becomes serious and speaks with specific intent. But there was one series of books, Realms of Spirits, that was my best guess that would contain answers to my cause, and of course, as to be expected, it was gone when I returned, missing, stolen perhaps. During the time it took me to return, maybe others sought answers within its pages, he says. But yes, if you ever come across a volume from the Realms of Spirits, I'm sure I have some trinket or interest stowed away that will be titillating to you, he says. Oh, and of course, extra payment for first editions. We don't want to run a papier's library here. Donovan would be disgraced, he says. I have a book that may interest you. That is one of the things that we have in our quest items. Oh, is that so? Well, let's have a look. The librarian says as he adjusts his spectacles. Realms of Spirits Volume 1, Discovery of the Realm. The librarian looked carefully at the book you handed him. This will do nicely. Thank you. Take comfort in giving a fine book its proper home. A Negatron cloak. Anything else? He asks. Just wanted to see how you're holding up here. Please, no loitering in the library. Okay. Damn. So we have to find the others to actually get that done. That's pretty cool. I still wonder what the conjunction chamber does. I might have to look that up real quick. But first, let's see. I assume that is, yep, for him. A tiny bit less attack power, but more health, 6 stamina, 12 physical defense, and 98 magic defense. We're adding that. That is good. That is a good cloak to have. But yeah, you know what? Before I take a moment to look to see if I can figure out what that thing does, let's upgrade Ilaoi, Brahm, and Yasuo. So let's see. Let's look at the tier 3 upgrades. Increases the healing of Ilaoi's next heal by 50%, stacks up to 3 times. You know what? That is actually pretty good. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. This does a little bit extra damage, but I think this will be helpful for that. For Brahm, let's just take a look at Heroic Leap. Wait, we already have those, never mind. Let's look at Shield Slam. Ooh, that's actually pretty useful. Or 45 on stun and immune enemy. Let's do that because on detonation deals an additional 18 damage or 35 damage on stun enemies. That sounds useful. Let's see. Steel Tempest 3A applies Sunder, increases physical damage taken by 3%, adds bleed. I'm gonna do that. Adds bleed. There we go. Alrighty then. With those, now I'm going to come right over next to the exits, and yeah, I'm gonna take a look, see if I can figure it out on my own. If not, I'll look on YouTube real quick or something to see if there's something that we can do to actually figure out what that does. So yeah, all right. So if we go back over here, I looked up on YouTube to see what this was about without spoiling too much for myself. The direction that these things point coincide with very specific districts within the Shadow Isles, and within those districts there's something that Ahri has to collect, which will give her her legendary weapon. So just like how the Abigail thing, Abigail's formulas for misfortune, this is for Ahri, and all the other ones I'm not sure what they are, but basically that's what it is. So yeah, we'll come back for that. Because now we're going to head, if the map loads, south to here to finish up that mission. It looks like most of the enemies that we faced have been dealt with. So lucky us. Oh, that must be that guy. I see. First, let's click that. That. And let's see what this is. Ah, so it's the part 1. So I think we have, what, part 2 and part 4. So I'll definitely have to wait to read it, even though we have the first part now. That is for what's his name, so we'll do that in a moment. Well, let's talk to this guy. A mistwalker sits quietly on the edge of the cove, lost in the thoughts of memory. Kaparos? Mara, is that you? Oh, I'm sorry. I can get a bit lost in my thoughts sometimes. Yes, my name is Kaparos. Is there something you need? Let's just say where the others. I want to see what he would have said if we found him first. I'm not sure. I think both of them headed back towards the town. Maybe then stopped in the academy? Why are you here? Oh, just for the joy of it. I am a cook who can't eat. It takes a lot out of you. Watching the sea makes that all seem more bearable. But enough of my rambling. Was there something else you needed? Do you have any supplies? I do. Picked up a few morsels along the way. And he sells this, all these. Got it. Let's see. XP. Okay, that's actually pretty useful. I think I'll buy 3 of them. Gold, also pretty useful, so I'll buy 3. This is also pretty good. For attack power, I'll buy 3. And I'll get 3 of these. We have little to no money now. Lovely. But that's a-okay. Now, yes, let's see. You should head back. You're right. If I stay here much longer, I might forget to come back. I'll head to town, but you stay safe. The woods are full of danger, especially for those who aren't mistwalkers. Makes sense. Now we can easily head back to Phileas, but first let's see what the fishing spot is like here. Okay, it's unique. That's good. And the fish are about halfway. Push. We must push. What do we get? Snapping turtle. A small turtle that thrives on plants and tiny fish. Don't put any fingers near its mouth. And it's new. That's great. Ooh, one immediately goes in. I gotcha. Small eel. A serpent-like eel of modest length. Slithers with a rhythmic pattern as it swims. And it's another new one. Alright, 3rd time's a charm. Can we get a 3rd new one? Algae eater, a common fish that thrives on algae, often caught in large amounts, and have a unique taste due to algae diet. Alright, we're gonna do a 4th one since we got 3 new ones in a row. Let's see if we can get a 4th. And come on. Bam. Oh, onyx crab. A crab with a hard black shell. Hard to spot at night, but will pinch. That's 4 in a row that are new. Let's see if we can get a 5th. And translucent sturgeon. A phantom-like fish found near the Shadow Isles. Creepy. And it's new. I assume this is probably one of the fish that one guy that we read about the lore died to. Alright, let's see. Can we get a 6th one? Skeletal piranha, Jesus. A fierce piranha touched by the black mist will eat anything living or dead. And once more, let's go for our 7th, because we just found 6 in a row. Once we don't find a new one, we'll just head back. Okay, there we go. Then we can head back now. And now, let's go here. Let's dive. Alright, let's see. Oh, part 3, finally. That's good. And we got well read, which I assume is like gaining like 50% of the lore or something. Because we definitely don't have all of it. And that's all collected. And let's see, can we open this? We can. Interesting. Very interesting. Can't cross that. Got it. What does this say? Stone Lake Repository. All deposits and withdrawals must be approval from the Master. How strong is that guy? He is not going to kill me, okay. That's good. Anything behind him? No, okay. This guardian appears to be dormant. Okay. And I assume we could take from all three of these without being attacked. Until we open one, I assume. Yep, he's now pissed. Got it. A shark doesn't always take the bait. How strong is he? Level 20. We could actually probably take him on since we are, well, granted, it's by ourselves, so maybe not. It is very tempting to attempt it. You know what, I think I might make a save right here and just try it to see if it can actually beat them. If not, obviously, yeah. You know what, screw it. So, when I was going to save, it wouldn't let me save because, I don't know why. I guess it thought that we might try to attempt that, so, yeah, we're going to avoid that. Could always come back when we're like 2-3 levels stronger. Alright, let's return to the group. Bam. Alright. Now, let's take a look, because I know that we gained some new things. Bastion Band. Not useful for our character. For her, we have Watcher's Charm. 2 of them now. Let's see, we have a new Leviathan's Tool. Gives a lot more health, less attack power, but more stamina. Slightly less crit and evade, but more lifesteal. You know what, I think we're going to do that. Let's see, we also have Armored Mantle now, but that's not really useful for us. Bandit's Coat is decent, but a little too weak. Nothing for him. Oh, we have this, Temple Plate Armor. This, now, even though we lose a little bit of our mana, this is worth it, because this gives us a lot of stuff. And I'm going to do that. We also have Empowered Poru Idol now, which is actually stronger than everything we have. So we're going to do that. We also can get Vestment, a Guardian's Embrace, Ancient Voodoo Vestment. This one makes us slightly weaker, but I think this is better to have. There we go. And yeah, that's about it. Alrighty then. Bam. There we go. Alright, so let's head back to the grove so that we can then teleport to the Drowned Port. And let us try to avoid the enemy. Because they honestly aren't going to give us much XP. That leads to the graveyard. That leads to nowhere currently. Interesting. Alright, so let's head to the Drowned Port. And here we are. And it looks like... what's his name? Good, you made it back in one piece. Do you want to see what I have for sale? Sure, we can. So, yeah, we can now get more stuff, possibly, in the future. And it looks like he has even more stuff than previously. That's good. We can also chat with him, but we'll do that later. I assume the other two are down here. This wasn't too tough a trip back, I hope. I picked up a few more items along the way if you're in need. And yeah, it's even more stuff. That's great. And then there's this boy. You're finally back. I've been waiting. I borrowed some preserved food from the Academy kitchen on my way back. What? You think I could let the chance to cook for mortals go to waste? And we can get even more stuff. I don't think these two... this one we had. Yeah, we have these. Okay, so he doesn't have anything new, but, I mean... Now that they're all back here, this is basically our hub of the Shadow Isles at this point. Alright, let's talk to the main man himself. It is done. You've brought everyone back, all of my friends, the Mistwalker beams. I cannot tell you how much it means to me. It has been a very long time since I've felt real kindness, but you don't want to hear me prattle on. The Mistwalker extends his hand. Here, your reward. Take the gift. And hardened ring. Oh, and I forgot to mention, my name is Phileas. Nice to officially meet you, my friend. Hello there, friend. It has been so long since we've spoken. I hope you are doing well regardless. That's pretty cool. And let's check out the hardened ring, shall we? Oop. It is a level 16 as well. Holy crap, it does a lot of health. And stamina. It helps with evade, but it does weaken attack power. Curious. Is it better? It might be better to give him that, or give Misfortune that. You know what? I think it would be a good idea to give it to Misfortune, especially since everyone's been trying to murder her in our fights recently. But there we go. Now with that, we can either head back to the Grove, or let's head back down to go to the rumor person. I want to see if we can actually get new rumors. If possible. At least, we'll see. Any new rumors? Indeed. Torment's Fury. Dangerous beings from the mist have appeared. Learn more from Phileas at the ruined port. And then, Rogue Captain Flown Bounty available. A new bounty has gone up. Check the bounty board in Blywater for more details. Bam. Okay then. We'll have to do that too. And we could also buy these, which aren't that good. Which is alright. A-okay. But we could also sell things, so that's a good thing to know, because I might sell things. Of duplicates off-screen, probably, since we have a lot of duplicates at this point. But there we go, completed one mission and got more missions. All in a day's work, I say.
And with that, we conclude today's chapter of Ruined King. I hope you all enjoyed the chapter. I certainly did. Until next time, it's a Ghost, signing out.